are live. Welcome to Bourbon Street Bookers. It is 6 o'clock, guys, and we're waiting for everyone to come in. So while everyone's coming in, I'm Ayana, one of the BSB members and co-founders, and then I have my sister Allegra. We have 6 shots of fresh bourbon. Unfortunately, tonight, one of our shots of bourbon is having some audio technical issues and won't be able to join us, so he'll join us in the chat. That's Prince Amir, and I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but Prince Amir Tahid. Then we have our sister author, Talina Tillman.
Hey, y'all.
We have our other sister author, Winter Time.
Hey, everybody.
We have our sister Rita and fellow New Orleanian, Ty Love.
Hello, everybody. I'm sipping. Y'all just can't see.
And we have our sister, who's very quiet, y'all. She's very shy and reserved, but we're so glad she's here with us, Aaliyah Danielle.
Hi.
Hey, Tara.
And then we have my cousin, who's also one of our authors. And he just dropped off.
Oh my God. He just left.
Hey,
Technical difficulties. Ralph Edgerton. So I'm sure he'll pop right back up in here. But thank you all for joining us tonight.
Thank you for the invite.
Thank you for having us.
I know, Tara, I was the same way since I had gotten caught up and I had to hurry up and jump off with CCJ. But I'm so glad you guys joined us. You guys, let me tell you, y'all wowed me, okay? And wait a minute. There we go. That's Prince Ahid. And guys, if you give StreamYard your permission, your name will appear, but right now your name isn't appearing. So just a few people are showing up. Hey Marshall, hey Zabrisha. I hope I'm pronouncing people's name right. I'm about to give y'all a disclaimer. I am horrible with names.
She probably should leave that to Allegra.
But
you know, I get her together every day. Don't worry about it. Every day I get her together.
I'm working on it, y'all. I'm working on it. I think Ralph is ready. I'm trying to see.
Yep, like he's coming back.
Not quite.
Oh,
so we'll see how that works out. But we're gonna get started. We had the opportunity. There he is. We had the opportunity to read everybody's books, and let me tell you, I know most of you are not brand new authors, but you were new to BSB, right?
Right.
And y'all rocked out. Listen, I've been sipping off of these shots. Let's start with some questions Allegra has lined up for us to get us started.
Just warm up questions. Are you, Talina, let's start with you. You a reader?
Okay.
Are you a reader or just an author?
I'm a reader too.
What do you read? You read the same thing you write?
Yep. Urban. Romance.
Winter?
Die-hard reader and author. Gotta do both.
And you read the same thing you write?
Absolutely not. I'm eclectic. I'm gonna read all genres. That's just me.
Ty?
I was just saying this the other day when I had a book club. I used to read a book a day, but since I started writing, I don't really read as much as I used to, and I used to read a lot of different things. At the most, what I do now is a lot of biographies.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I do now, but definitely don't read like I used to. I use that time to write.
Ty, I agree with you. I force myself though.
Yeah, no, it's hard. Yeah, it is, because I try to squeeze a book in, and I'm like, and then sometimes I don't want to be necessarily influenced by other writers that write similar to me. So that's one reason too, because I don't want to somehow it seeps in my head and have no idea where it came from.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Yes, but I do misread. I do misread.
I'm a reader. I think I don't think I read the books that I read though.
She said she did.
I'm gonna tell you she a reader because the way she cuts up in the rejects. Where's my rejects? They can tell you.
I haven't read a book in a while though. It's been a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Currently writing.
No.
Oh
No, yeah, I'm
Lord.
writing. I'm writing. I think I was writing.
Girl, look, don't get me started up in
No,
here.
I'm
Because
writing.
you know Ayana about to go off, right? All right, TV or music, Selena?
Let's see.
Music.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Definitely music.
ooh.
Winter?
Do we gotta choose? Can it be
I
both?
know.
You don't. You don't have to choose if you're going for both.
I'm gonna have to go for both. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And you the same time.
Yeah, no, that's a hard choice because I use music to write, and then I like to watch my shows. So I
Yeah,
can't
I
choose.
write
I
to
can't.
both.
Exactly.
What about you, Aaliyah?
No, it's music. I can do without TV.
Right?
Yeah, I'm
I
the
can
same.
too. I'll binge watch things, but it's nothing like music for me. I can go months without watching television.
Me
Same.
too.
Nah, it's like can't go months. I
I
literally
can
didn't pay rent one month because my TV broke down. I literally was like, I can't pay rent, so I get this TV fixed. So no, it's like no.
All
well,
right, let's talk liquor. Wine, cocktail, or beer, Talina?
Wine.
Wine. What kind? Red or white?
Red.
Winter. Wine, cocktail, or beer?
I'm a featherweight, y'all. I'm not even a baby weight. I'm a featherweight. So
Heavyweight.
it would be wine for me and more than likely like a sweet red.
A
Mm-hmm.
sweet red.
Yeah.
Yep.
I go for sweet red too. What
I'm
about you,
sorry,
Ty?
lady.
That's all right.
I'm
He's
sorry.
back.
Yes, I'm back.
What about you, Ty?
Cocktail,
Cocktail. What you
good
drink?
cocktail. I like the lemon drop martini,
Mm.
Hmm.
or pretty much, and rum punch.
ooh.
I like a good rum punch too. I can't
Yeah,
drink vodka, so I can't mess with those martinis.
lemon drop. Well, you try the lemon
Aaliyah.
drop.
Well, vodka makes me sick. It doesn't matter what it is. It makes me
Oh,
sick
okay.
immediately. As
I
soon as
got
it
you.
touches my
Mm.
lips, I'm sick.
I got you.
All right, Aaliyah. Wine, beer, or cocktail?
I will drink whatever. I don't have a preference. Whatever's available, I will drink it.
We friends. We are
Come on,
friends.
Ralph.
Huh?
You everything. You missed all the good questions. Let me start
I
over with you. Are
did.
you a reader? You a
Am
reader
I?
or just an author? A reader or just an author?
I'm a beginner reader.
A
I
beginner.
yeah. I'm just getting into it. I'm more of a movie person. I like read
Hmm.
movies, but you could say I'm a reader. I was a reader as a teenager. I used to love reading books then. I
Okay.
kind of got out of it.
Yeah.
So we said TV or music. So I'm guessing it's
That's a
TV.
toss up. It depends
it's a
on what
toss up.
music playing. Depends
Yeah.
on what music playing.
That makes sense.
And wine, cocktail, or beer?
Whatever in my bar at the time.
Listen, he might have dropped that Wi-Fi, but he didn't drop that drink. You see that he over
Man,
there?
Yes,
cheers.
stay full. Stay full. Okay, that's all my warm up questions. Y'all
And
ready to
It's
go?
in
listen,
my blood, mom. It's in my blood.
I am Brown make me clown, y'all. For real, for real.
Brown.
Oh, I
Brown
can't.
make me
Yeah,
clown.
White get you right. White
Brown
get
give
you
me a
right.
hard time.
And I ain't too much on the white because make me lose sight. I'm just I
The
literally
white
I
makes
just
me lose.
but give me a glass of wine in certain browns. Hennessy then got me in trouble too many times, so I'm good.
That sound like my brother. He said every time he drink Hennessy, he get in a fight. So
Oh no.
Brown is very dangerous. So let's talk about these amazing books and your writing journey. I'm gonna tell you guys what I got. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little summary of everybody's book, but then I want everybody just to jump in with us and have a discussion with us. But Talina, we read your first book with Romeo and Yasmin, so it was a nice transition to my saving grace.
Yeah.
Forgive me. So I enjoyed that, and I kind of expected everything that I read because I knew the energy that I knew their characters already, but they came swinging. So I enjoyed that. Selena started off with novellas, which I sincerely appreciated as a new author, introducing us to her work and her writing style and skill, and it was really, really good for me. Winter. Winter is brand new to me. Brand new, right, guys? And like a couple of people jumped in my inbox and we was reading it together, and it's like, damn, I'm scared. Sister tapped into some unusual, and it took me a minute to I was like, ooh. And you know what, Allegra, what it reminded me of was when you was talking about Sister Soldier with the demonic stuff and all that stuff. Yeah.
I sent you a text because she read it before me. I texted her. I said, girl,
what the hell is this shit?
I said, you didn't tell me. I said, you didn't tell me they had devil worshiping and shit going on in this book. At least I warned you. She was like, look what she said. Just keep reading, keep reading. I was like, oh, all right, I got it now.
You know what? In the beginning, I didn't even have that part even written. I got I received the edits back, and my editor was like, she's like, it's good, but there's no origin of how and why they started doing what they're doing. So I'm like, oh dang. So I gotta reach back and make something, create something. That's how it came about. I wasn't trying to jump too far into it because y'all, I'm a 7-Day Adventist, I'm a Christian. So I'm like, I'm gonna just tap it down just a little bit just to give y'all something, but I wasn't taking it too far.
It was good. I enjoyed it. That parrot just took me out, baby.
Yeah, girl, Angela Bassett, huh?
I don't know how. I text Ayana. I said, girl, wait. I said, is this parrot really talking to her? Or is she just holding this conversation by herself? She said, no, girl, the parrot talk. I said, no, this is some bullshit.
Then we got into Ty. Ty gave me New Orleans, and Tara, one of our readers, Tara and I stay in each other's inbox, y'all. And Tara was like, oh, thank you, friend. Tara said, yeah, you might like this. Look, it's got y'all colors on it. I was like, oh, cool. Let me check this out. And I fell in love because it literally was New Orleans from Xavier. I went to Xavier briefly. I didn't graduate there, but there was so many highlights of New Orleans that just made me feel at home. And let me tell you something about any book that's written about home. Like literally, I embrace it. I'm like, it's something. It's exciting to know. Hey, you writing about where I know all about.
Yeah.
So
different landmarks and stuff.
There you go. Cause your boy was literally in the French quarters. Okay, who we lost this time? Ty. So she'll come back. So yeah, that was different for us as well. Lord, let's get to Aaliyah Danielle. Let me tell y'all. Now I rock in. Ty, you want your picture? Oh.
Yeah, I put my picture back up.
Aaliyah, girl, I rock in the research with Aaliyah. So I was truly impressed with her energy in writing. Because when we discuss other books, sis come hard, and she did not disappoint with her first release. I was like, wow. Okay, to the point where I was like, I can't leave this character alone in her book. Did y'all see the post today? I was like, this heifer gonna be on Criminal Minds.
Yeah,
girl.
Princess
is going on Criminal Minds. So, yeah, that was absolutely amazing. I was really wow. And then we had Decisions. Somebody is like going off. We already know who that is, huh? You know who that is, huh? Probably Kim. Um, but Ralph, we got into decisions, and let me tell you, I was like, I tripped out off of how old girl just was scandalous. You
Oh
know
yeah.
that I like. Wait, sis, you got a whole baby that you about to pass. Y'all, I don't want to spoil it for y'all, but
Yeah.
listen,
Hey.
a lot of
Listen,
things happen,
the
and I
way
was
she was cutting up on what's his friend name? The woman that worked with him,
Oh,
the
Sherelle.
6 footer.
yeah.
The way she was cutting up on her, I was like,
Right. But then, you
nah.
know what? It just reminds you, because I always heard this from old people. Somebody constantly throwing shots at you about messing around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They probably out there wilding.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was interesting. Because I got to get into book two. I've not gotten into book two yet. So, because I said I need to know more. I know there is more to know. And then you also have Lotus, which is another baby that we're going to get in. And we're going to work on getting Lotus on ebook. So
Yeah.
all of our readers will have immediate
Yeah.
access to it. And then we had our sixth author who had audio problems and wasn't able to get on. Are you still with us, Prince? There you are.
I know he's with
We
us.
had
Yeah.
Sincerely Secured, and I was just wanting to make sure you were still with us. And that was an interesting read, right? So there was like a lot of twists and turns. It was literally about a man that was in a relationship trying to balance two women, and that's what he called it, balancing. Listen, La Ratchet, but we got a full view of his perception that the main character is in jail. Now Prince, was your book is this book about you as a person, or was this book fiction? Let us know. Talk to us. He's in the comments. I believe he's still here. We'll see if we can get some response. And hello to everybody. I see some of our sister readers out here, and I'm so excited to see y'all beautiful faces out there. So
Yes,
definitely
Kim, we'll
Kim.
do it, Kim.
And we also remember all of the books will be featured in our Big Beats and Reads. They're also on our website in addition to them being in our group, but most definitely we'll post that again to make sure all the catalogs are there. So, Talina, tell us a few words about your journey to writing. What inspired you to do this?
Well, I have to give it up to my good sis Aja. I don't know if y'all familiar with Aja Carnish. She's the author as well. She made a post one day and was like, "What's a hidden talent that you have?" And I said, "Writing." And she said, she jumped in my inbox. She was like, "Girl, let's collaborate." So we have a book called The Day Love Stopped Being Enough. And that
Ooh,
was literally the start. After I wrote that book, I was like, this is it. I want to write. And
that's
I've been
what's
popping
up.
ever since. Yep. She
Good.
brought it out of
I
me.
like that. Yeah, I
And
like
we
that.
That's awesome. And
Oh yeah.
hats off to Asia, who's also a new author as well. So Prince gave us a response. He said that it's 85% real and
Wow.
15% fiction. So he has a little mixed combination going in here. Um
Okay.
and
Some
that's
names may
it.
be changed to save.
Hey. To protect privacy, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
15%.
That was everything. And Ralph, since you appeared next on this video, on this lineup, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about how you came into the writing journey as well?
Um, I was like in high school. I used to like writing stories just for fun, writing poems, whatever. And I was in this poetry group, and a friend of mine, she used to tell me like, "Hey, you need to publish your poems." I'm like, "I'm not that good. I could put some words together." I said, "But I'm not that good." She was like, "Nah, for real." So I wound up letting her read the first little insert of decisions. And she had told me, she said, hey, she said, you need to publish this. She said, I want to publish you. And I'm like, what you mean you want to publish me? I'm like, I don't know how none of that go. She said, hey, I got a publishing company. I want to publish your book. So I say, stop playing. She said, no. So she sent me all the information. And I was like, well, God, no. She was like a for real publisher. So I got hooked after, just like Lena said, once that book, and I look at decisions now, that's my baby, but I look at now and I look at how I write as now, it's totally different, but I love it. I fell in love with writing after that.
That's what's up. And you know what? It's so not common. Well, I'm gonna say for me, I'm not a woman to read men authors. I don't know why. It's never intentional. There's a lot of things that catch me, but so to
And I
find out,
do. I
I
do.
know
I
because you
love
like
to see
Eric
they.
Jerome. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Eric
No,
Jerome Dickey.
I
He's
love
like one of
Eric
my
Jerome.
faves.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
me too.
Yeah. But Carl
Yes.
Weber,
And
Omar
Omar Tyree,
Tyree,
and yeah, I like
yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, y'all
I like to
fooling
read
me.
from their point of view.
I don't know what it is, but I found that some men books just have kind of just they turn me off a little bit. But I've had some interesting male writers um lately that I've read, and it's like, oh, okay, I can get with this. I just like explicit. I want to be bent over. I want, yeah, that's me. That's, I just
Oh,
need to hear that kind of language in my books, and I want it to be out there.
no.
Oh Lord,
Eric
she done
Jerome
See,
closed
Dickey,
her.
some of
Oh,
his
she
books are
done.
like that. You can get some explicit sex with Eric Jerome Dickey.
Listen, I told her. I tried to start her off. I've been telling her this for about 6 months now to read Pleasure.
Yes.
She gonna lose her mind when she reads that.
see, Kim saying,
She said not bent over.
yeah, Kim, bent over.
She wants to be bent
Y'all,
over.
you know what? Y'all could blame Genesis because she's really made it worse with that big dick energy. I mean, it's like, okay. She's just made me bold with it. It's like, okay. And then this new to me author brought it there too. Um, Winter, what brought you into writing?
Um, well, I've always knew I was gonna be a writer, but believe it or not, I used to fight as a kid so much.
Girl,
I always
not you looking so cute and innocent.
girl, this is now. Like it took so long to get to this point because growing up with black girls, they just everybody wasn't in their truth or whatever. So here I come with like different shade of eyes, different grade of hair. So it was like a big thing. But I was fighting all the time. And one day when I was like in fifth grade, my computer teacher was like, I just know there's something else you can do besides fight. And I was like, I like to write. And she was like, yeah, you write me a story. And one day I wrote her a story. I had no idea that she was going to enter into a contest. And the first time writing, my first time out the door, I won second place.
Wow.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
And
That's what's up.
the crazy part was, guys, I was only in fifth grade. The contest she issued me in was for high school kids.
Oh wow.
wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So I owe it all to her. Her name is Miss Jones. And from there, I just started writing. Like, I've always enjoyed a good urban, a good romance, but like the nerd, the science fiction geek in me, like suspense as well. So I'm like, they not giving what they supposed to be given separate. So let me combine them. And that's how, do the whole romance suspense genre.
You definitely did it.
yeah,
You
the
did it.
suspense, the thriller, like,
Yeah.
and you got just a fair combination at which, again, I have I like suspense too, but that's not a common genre amongst African American
No.
people. At least not in my experience. It's not.
At all, because your author, what's her name? T.R. Reagan. That's who Ayana reads, and she
Yeah.
had me read it, and I was like, "Girl, we read this whole book I said, he ain't got a lick of sex in this book.
And I
Not
like
a,
that.
not
I
a
love the
drop.
suspense. I love the drama, the thrills. I like that.
Yeah, I try to give a good combination of it all. Cause sometimes I've written books where I start off right with a sex scene, or I start off with some good intimate scene. Then sometimes I like to start off with a suspense and just leave y'all like, wait a minute, what is going on? Do I want
And
to finish this or not?
You see Kim being messy, huh?
girl, I
Kim say,
can't
well, you
stand
Yes,
writing devil
yes.
worshippers
It was
back
writing Devil
then.
Worshippers back then.
Oh goodness.
That's a
That
shame.
and it's kind of bold for you to, step out of what is expected. So hats off to you. Aaliyah, what brought you into taking this step? Because you're so reserved, you're so quiet. Now that's not who you are in writing. When you're writing and when you're in you know how they say Facebook
Not
close.
writing characters like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that can't be
Keyboard
princess
gangster.
creator sitting right there in that car.
Talk to us. What made you step out of your comfort zone to start writing?
I've always been a writer too. I used to post chapters on Wattpad. My problem was finishing. So when COVID happened, I kind of had no choice but to sit down. So I was just like, let me just write this book, get it done,
Mhm.
and then see what happens from there.
Awesome, awesome.
Oh,
And
you
since
did great.
you certainly did, you wowed us, sis. So Prince Tahid is answering his question for us. He said that he's seen too much and experienced too much and felt obligated to relate the stories and life experiences in literary form. Being an author and writing empowered him as well. And he tells us that there are some powerful sex scenes. Bro, let me tell you about your sex scene.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Yeah,
Tell
they
me
were
about it.
powerful, but the one that kind of made me like, wait, what? When Brahman said he ain't chewing in the box, he not eating the box.
Huh?
Um, yeah,
You better
and
tell him, Yana.
I'm keeping
You
it
better
clean,
tell
right?
him.
I am keeping it
You better
clean.
tell him. Because you better tell
Listen,
him about that text I
I
sent you.
promise you, you get put on pause. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, bruh. So you have to work on that. If it's not something you like, if it's not something you like, it's definitely something you gotta work on, bro. He said he's listening, but you better listen. Don't just listen to us. You better hear hear us as a woman reader. Let me tell you,
Girl, look
and
at Kim.
see what Genesis says.
Look at Kim.
And Genesis and jumped right
I'm
in.
eating the box.
Yes, eating box. Okay,
Oh, Lord. And, and
we
Ralph, your wife, talking about
at
that's
20.
disrespectful. That is
It
disrespectful.
is. I
That
mean,
part is extremely
That is very
disrespectful.
disrespectful.
it,
Because if you
that's
want me on the
supposed to
mic,
happen. Like,
Not the mic.
Thank you.
Genesis, we're not even gonna talk about the train because Wi-Fi really was it
What?
was a part of the segment. Yeah, y'all got to go back and look at Genesis segment. And Ty had to hide out from
I
some
had a
jams.
little train action. Don't worry about it.
Child, talk to me, Ty. What brought you into this writing world?
Like everybody, I mean, writing off and on actually was a journalism major, but I switched out of that.
Oh,
But I was into young adult books first, and I'd written like two of them when I got a surprise text on Valentine's Day from some guy I wasn't supposed to get a text from, and I needed to do something with
well,
those feelings. So
okay.
I wrote
Well,
my very first novella that
Nothing
day.
like it.
had
See?
what
to
was
And I
do
the
put it
name of
on
the
something with
novel
the
so I can
feelings.
look it
and I
up?
put it on, it was called The Escape, which I have published since then. But I put it on Wattpad, and just like Aaliyah, and then people would start reading it and said, "Oh, that's you should publish, you should publish." And I was still like, "It's just for fun." And then I finally put one of my books, The End Game, and sent it to an editor, and the editor moved it on to Delaney Diamond, who helped me get started. And ever since then, I've been just writing. I've been writing full.
Oh
So it's been
wow.
2 years since 2019 was when I first published. I was on Wattpad in 2016. So it's been cool. It's been a journey.
So
And
that's
thank you,
some.
Tara. Thank you, Tara, for introducing me to this group. I'm from New Orleans. Never get a chance to talk about it. Most of my books take place in New Orleans,
Hey,
so it's cool. It takes place in New Orleans and Houston.
David, listen, you know your people, huh?
Yeah.
See,
And
listen,
Tara, you're not lying.
that's how Ayana wanted you to come on the phone, Ty. What Ralph just did. I told you she
The
wanted you
what?
to come on and say, "Whoa, nah, do it again,
Oh
Ralph."
no. She want me to bring my New Orleans accent out? Okay.
Yeah.
Woo woo. Okay, so that's how we
Yes.
really rock down
Yes.
here, right?
If y'all can see my face and we had some music, I'll twerk for y'all. But I can't do that because I can't show my face.
But
Wait, wait,
what's
wait,
so
wait, wait.
funny?
This is what I always tell people. The rest of the world
It's
twerks.
twerk.
New Orleans
Peep
pussy pop.
P-pop.
Y'all
I
Yeah,
know, but
missing
I'm just
out.
going for
You
the rest of the world. Because you
y'all
can't go,
we
I mean, you're
pussy
going
pop.
around, yeah, you P-pop, you pussy popping, which people don't know that unless you from New Orleans.
From New Orleans,
Right.
you gotta know how to do that. You gotta know how to do that. I
Peep
think
popping on
Prince
the
is trying to
handstand.
join us. Prince, are you able to hear us?
Look like he's
Prince?
trying to come back in.
So we have some yeah, P-pop does tickle me. We actually we have been
Hey, Genesis.
interviewing
Genesis.
new
Genesis.
authors.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, oh my God, yes. You put on some Lucas Miami, but hey,
Oh
it's all good.
yeah.
Right. Put on Luke, huh?
Yes.
Y'all know Jen. Y'all know Jen, baby. Y'all know Jen. But a lot of books were recommended to us, but you guys basically just came in being active, whether it was promoting other people's work, promoting your own work, and a lot of you were recommended to us. How did you guys receive your fan base? How did you, Talina, I know you made you kind of came into it with us with Ash Group and then with Hope for Heartbreakers and then with the Gems with Asia. So how were you received with with your fans, with your fan base?
I just joined a whole bunch of groups. I mean, it's just as simple as that. I built my following before I started writing. And
There
that's
you
that's
go.
the thing. You have to build that following before you start writing. And them readers, they gonna come. Word of mouth is powerful.
It really is. It really
Yeah.
is. What about you, Ralph? How did you build your followers?
It was like she said, word of mouth. I got heavy on Instagram, just creating little promo videos for my books. I fell in love with making little videos. I put pictures together and music together on it, and they'll be like, "Oh, what's that? Let me see what it is." So that's how my little fan base got together. And then, like, as far as with work, where I work at, a lot of people is like, "Oh, dude," because I had a lady a couple of days ago was like, "I read part two and you had me crying. That don't make no sense." I'm like, "God, dog, my bad." And it's like just word of mouth, just people like, "Hey, he write these books, da da da." So it's
Mhm.
just back and forth, joining a bunch of different groups, just trying to get my face out there.
And wanting to be
Yeah.
supportive, right?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. What you got for us, Winter?
I slowly built my fan base, my readers, because I'm still building them.
Me too,
But I
girl.
started off writing paranormal first. That is what did it. So when I started writing paranormal, and everybody's like, "Dang, what's this? What is she doing? Like, you can't write shifters like that, or you can't write witches and goddesses like that." And I was just like, "Watch me work." And now everybody's just like, "Wow, okay." So I was with VOP for like a year. That's when I had all my books and catalog. I was with them the whole time. And then when I went indie, everybody's like, "Well, what happened to all the paranormals and everything?" And it's like, y'all gotta wait. I got to re-put them back out there. I got to re-release them. But that's how it started, just writing paranormal. I went to BOP, became the first paranormal author she had there, and it just took off from there.
And you know
And I
what's
like
funny?
paranormal
I
too.
was about to say,
Me
that's not
too.
something I can get into, but
Oh, I
one of
love
my
paranormal.
one
I
of my
love paranormal.
faves, Chelsea Maria, she was like, that's her favorite. That she
Yep.
doesn't write it, but she was like, that's her favorite. And she was like, ain't nothing like talking about, when you got some dick from a werewolf. Like, huh?
And listen, there isn't the Caucasian authors are very big on paranormal and fantasy,
Yep.
No,
and
it's
they
real big.
have
It's
a
real big. It is
great
real big.
big fan base. They
It
really do.
is. It is really big.
And
It's really big.
there's one lady, Karen Marie Moning. She wrote this series called the Fever series. This book is like this series is like 11 books, and it's like amazing. I loved it. And there's also another one, J.R. Ward, which I'm not gonna lie, I was really in love with her series. She wrote the Black Dagger Brotherhood, and when I tell you they have a huge following, but I stopped reading Black Dagger Brotherhood because, girl, I
How at the
can't play
moon
with
did.
Genesis.
Girl, that's gonna be her next release.
I can't play. I can't read her books anymore because it's starting to get repetitive. She's like 17
Mm.
books into this series, and it's only so much more you can
Yeah.
say and do that I'm
Yeah.
kind of tired of it. But I
Yeah.
love paranormal shifters, witches, aliens,
Now
all
I
kind of stuff. I
watched
love all of that.
Charmed. I watched Charmed, but that's as good as it's gonna get for me.
Oh, True
I'm a
Blood was my
try though.
favorite.
Who?
True True Blood was my favorite show.
Yeah, True
And
Blood was
I
good.
never watched it.
It was good.
I'm telling you, I saw one scene. I saw that scene when your boy was in the restaurant and the man said something about the hamburger. He said,
Oh,
"Now,
you
bitch,
gotta
tip your
Yeah, I
waitress," or
did see
some
that
shit.
part. I did
you
see
got
that part. Yeah.
you gotta look at that series. You will love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
You will love it.
Yeah.
Aaliyah. Did I say it right? Did I change it?
you said it right,
Yeah.
All
Aaliyah.
right. All right. Cause I see I gotta keep testing myself.
We got you together.
Okay. So talk to us. How did you now I know a lot of your fans are in your book club
Yes.
or in the book club that you're a part of, but talk to us about building your fan base.
I think I'm still building my fan base too, but sorry. But yeah, a lot of my supporters are the rejects, I started out in there acting a fool, and then I dropped the book and everybody just supported me. But yeah, I only have 2 books out, so I'm still working on getting a following, growing
When
a following.
are we getting book 3? That was a question
Um
that was in my inbox from quite a few readers. It's like we need to know. Should we expect it
Look at she scratching her head.
She's scratching her
Yes.
within
head.
the near future or
yeah,
talk to us?
the near future. That's
Near.
all I got.
Now, near is within 30 days. Near is 60 days.
Yeah,
So are we still
no,
near?
it's near.
We close.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. We
Yeah, we
close.
close.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All right.
We'll take
You
that.
had me nervous. You had me nervous. Kim said, when is Princess gonna die? That is a good
Oh
question.
my god.
Somebody don't like Princess.
Girl,
I don't know.
nobody
A
likes
lot
Princess.
of somebody
No,
don't like Princess. Princess don't like Princess. Don't
I
worry
think the
about
author's the only one that
The
likes
princess
Princess.
I
don't
like
like her.
Princess. I like
Look at
Princess.
That's
Shantae.
it. Dime out, I said, dime her out, dime her out.
it. She said within 30 days.
I
She
said
said
it's
within 30
near.
days. So
Hi, your fan base, because you know what? It surprised me that your catalog is just so extensive. Are you releasing frequently, or you've been writing for a while?
Now I've been writing more frequently. It's been a mixture. It's been a mixture. It's like, I mean, I'm working like on both ends of the stick, because I'm still working my regular job and and writing. So it's been a lot of writing, and my fan base has, built usually by word of mouth. Honestly, I'm still, like I said, new to the game, trying to promo, do this. it really is word of mouth. Like just hearing about you all, I'm like, y'all from New Orleans. I didn't hear about y'all. I had to hear from Tara, who told me, and she didn't even tell me about y'all. I think she tagged something. I linked it. I was like, oh, Bourbon Street, that must be New Orleans. And then but it really is have been word of mouth, and readers been really supportive of me and helping me on my journey, and I really appreciate everybody who's been helping me, and it is my passion, and just want to keep growing. And definitely it's just amazing all of you talking. It's amazing how many talented people are out there, how many talented writers, and anytime any of us is chosen by a reader, that's a good thing, because there's so many choices, it's so many different styles. We all write differently. And I haven't read anybody's work that's on the panel. That's because I don't read a lot. It has nothing to do with anything personally. But from what I'm hearing, I'm like, wow, y'all some good writers. So you got everybody in here, feeling all these emotions and, getting all this support. So I just, hope we all can continue to grow, flourish, and do it.
That's what's up. And I'm waiting on Prince to give us his response, but I was wondering how he too had built his fan base. And I'd imagine that most of your readers, for all of you guys, are typically women, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know of that one guy that reads.
Well, no,
Um,
and there's two guys in our active readers in our group. So Prince, tell us, how did you build your fan base? But Aaron is one, Aaron Randall, and Aaron is all over the place. Aaron,
he's in
he's
every
not
group.
always able to read books, but he's into audio because he's a truck driver. So I thought that was really awesome. And the investment is obviously paying out for audio authors who've turned their work into audio work. And he said his fan base is built through social media, and I'm assuming that it's mostly women. And so even with that, take our constructive criticism. I have been in so many authors' inbox to say, especially when it's male authors, just to give advice like, the work is great, keep this in mind. Because I just like you to keep it real. I mean, you want to turn on your readers, like Ty said, word of mouth. And word of mouth lets you know. And I've always said this. It's not to ever say that your work is not good or bad. It's not about that. It's what it is to me. So I may not recommend it, or after I've read it, it's something, but that goes on to with everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, whatever you thought was good. And I have gotten some raving reviews about Ty's work from Tara. Tara was like, I got all her books. I'm in her catalog. And then with Aaliyah, what enticed me was like the conversation about Princess.
I
I'm
feel
like,
like that, and I feel the more active and social you guys
that's
are,
it right there.
the more your fan base will build. Because that's one thing I can say about the readers. They love, 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 love an author that socializes with them.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They really
Absolutely.
do.
And Tahid, I assume that this is why you promote more than you engage. And I would encourage you to engage just as much as you promote. Because that too helps to build around your work. Kim, I think male authors should create book clubs that better promote them if they exist.
They
Late
Men are so worried about how they would look
Then we
to
have that
other men.
conversation in the chat
They
today.
they are worried about
Wait,
how
Yeah.
other
That's what it
men
He's
would
is.
like, he
look
said,
at
I'm right here.
them
Let me,
if they knew
I
that
was like, let me
they
speak for
read.
Come
myself,
on,
right?
Rome. You speak up for
He like,
yourself, man.
no, the
No,
fuck I
I'm not
he's,
not all
ain't.
of them.
that's what I said, bro.
Not
He's
all
like,
of
hold
them,
up.
but
He's like,
listen,
hold up.
the
Nah, I
majority
feel
the
what you saying.
majority of men are like, that's it's not gangster to read, you
Yeah,
know.
I feel what
And
you're saying.
it's not even how they're gonna look to. It's the same thing with women. Women get dressed up for other women.
Right.
That's true.
That's
So
true.
men, they worry about, it's a whole lot of masculine energy out here and they're worried about how gangster they look. That's the only thing they worried about. And it does not appear to be gangster for them to be reading.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
I
why you don't have a whole lot of male readers like that.
in one way I agree, but I guess it's the association that I'm with because like a lot of guys that I associate myself with, I have one that's I mean, he's a fire poet. Guy can literally like word you under the ground. Another guy, he a cool friend of mine. He backs me up every day. Like, dude, I read such and such and this good, and I read such and such and that's good. You similar to this person. So I guess it's who you associate yourself with. I feel what she's saying. It's a masculine thing. Men don't supposed to cry. I cry in front of my wife and my daughter in a heartbeat. I don't care.
Nah.
That's me. It's my body.
I
That's
think
my
that's
body.
bullshit too. Yeah, I think that's
But
bullshit too.
yeah, I mean, it's just how she say it's a masculine thing. It took me a minute to like when I was writing and I was talking because me and my publisher talk all the time. Me and her text every day, all day,
Agreed, Kim.
and I actually it was a scene I was typing up, and I asked her, I'm like, "Hey, how you feel about this?" She was like, "It's not how I feel about it," because she's a female. She was like, "It's not how I feel about it. It's how you feel about it." She said, "If it's something that you know, write it. If it's something that you don't know, do your research and write it." She said, "It's up to you how you want to do it." Because I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sound like I'm forcing it. I was more thinking of how a female would take it. So
Mm.
I'm gonna go to another female and ask them how it is.
Right, like a test reader.
Yeah, like a test reader, because like she say, most of people that read my books are females.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
finally got my brother to read, and I sent him Iceberg Slim book, Tim.
Oh, that's
And
a
my
classic.
sister-in-law, listen, my sister-in-law cussed me out for 2 weeks
That's a
because
classic.
he was walking around the house telling her something about give him his scratch and he gonna pull a Georgia on her, something
Uh,
and I mean, she cussed me out. She was like, don't you send him not another damn book." I said, well, at least he read it. Shit.
You're right.
Yeah,
well,
and
let's
I have
let's
male
see.
friends who read. I have male
I was
friends
getting
who
ready
read. And
to say.
they like romance, and they like romance. They actually
So
like romance, so it just
I
They
depends.
will want to read this shit so they can pick up on a little something.
Exactly,
please
exactly.
and
Yeah,
thank you.
yes.
So Talina and Winter, I know you guys are married. Aaliyah and Ty, are you guys married?
No, I'm not married.
No.
And I know Ralph is married. Do your spouses read your books? Prince, are you married? Do your spouses read your books?
my
Well,
wife
Ralph, I
my
know
wife
you.
read
No.
one and
I'm
two.
about. I'm about to say your wife said Decision's got some good sex scenes. So
No,
we got
thank
another
you.
question for you in a minute. Come on.
God
I
no.
don't know why
I'm
y'all
about to
got her
introduce
started.
myself to the family for real.
Lord have mercy.
Selena and Winter, do your spouses read your books?
Hell nah. Ooh,
No, ma'am.
nah.
He'll let
Nope.
now he now my husband he does sit there and let me run all my ideas by him while I'm mapping it out in my head. He does that,
Yep.
but read no hell no no
Exactly.
no.
Exactly. They won't read it,
Your
but
wife
they'll
said the
listen
sex
to you.
scene's off the chain. You giving us some insight, Darlene? Because I'm gonna tell you not. What about you, Leah and Ty? Do y'all share y'all work with significant others, maybe male friends that
Yeah.
that maybe have given you guys some feedback on your book?
I just guy I've been with for a long time. He literally was like, "You a nasty motherfucker." He said when he read it, I was like,
I'd have said thank you.
I'm about to say
Yeah,
I'd have
exactly.
been like,
But yeah, no, it was just like he was okay. I can't read anymore because I'm so scared. I'm gonna see myself somewhere in these stories. So he's like, I don't. And I said, I'm completely fine.
That's a
completely fine
compliment.
with you. Yeah, exactly. I said, I'm completely fine with you not reading my. I don't want you to because you might see some of your stuff throughout these books.
okay.
Yes.
Baby, let me tell you something. One of my favorite authors, Genesis was. She will give it to you real. When I listen, I'm telling y'all, go back and watch that video just to be on live
Genesis
with
is
her.
a mess.
I love how transparent she is. It shows up in her writing, and it, the more realistic it looks, the more welcoming it is. I just read recently, just became introduced to Stephanie Nicole Norris's work.
Oh
Still,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I need
Yeah,
to
I read
read
that.
her.
man,
Baby.
where's the den? Where is the den? Okay,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
Listen, let me
where
tell
is
y'all
the
something.
dick?
I
What
told
is
them
up
I
with
know
this
so.
den?
Listen, I know so damn well they have a club in New Orleans. It's on Bourbon Street or right off of Bourbon somewhere. But these people acting so stingy with this fucking information. Like,
Yeah, they do. They have it in New Orleans. They
don't,
do. I heard about that.
whoop
yeah,
whoop.
don't do that. Share the fucking wealth.
Listen, I hear masquerade coming on. I hear masquerade coming on.
Oh,
Hey, I'm gonna put a mask on. I have to go back into corporate America.
Woo!
I'm gonna put a mask on. Shit.
And that's a good concept, Tahid. And I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. Friends, I have several female friends who have read all of my material, plus all the female authors that are part of my company read my books. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to the den too,
I'm
Monica.
gonna
I
find
am.
this shit. I'm telling this week I'm gonna find it, and when I find it, I'm gonna let y'all
I'm
know.
gonna find it.
I'm gonna post the
Gladiator,
Definitely
address
let us know.
the warrior,
because we used to have a little country
man.
club in Maryland where they used to have like it was like a little nude area. These trifling bastards got it shut down. You got to wear clothes now.
Yes, absolutely. The more real
oh
works for
Lord.
me too. So, Ralph,
I'm not,
you
look.
wasn't
I'm about to
prepared to
text
be the
somebody
only
right
male on
now
this
and see
panel,
if I
huh?
can get.
No, man. Prince left me hanging. Like
Uh,
Prince
I'm
was
about to
like,
send a
ooh,
text
one,
right
two, three.
now
Nope.
because
And
I know somebody knows.
I got technical difficulties. I can't go on here.
He left you hanging, huh?
Well, I see you, dog. I see you.
Okay, okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah,
You
Monica.
said go to heathenism too in Jamaica.
Woo!
Listen, my
Oh, yes.
listen.
No, I can see that. I can see
I
that. I
have
can
a
see that.
one of my best friends is a guy, and he went one year. He said and then him for some reason him and my brother they always trying to get me to go to the strip club with them, and I keep telling them I'm not going in the strip club with y'all. If I go in the strip club, I'm going with my man. I'm not going to sit in the strip club with my brother, watch you molest somebody or watch somebody molest you, and I'm not going to do it with my best friend either.
What?
That's
That'll
just
be
not going to
nasty.
happen.
Really?
Somebody calling Ralph
Huh?
out.
What you say, Ralph?
Oh, funny.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
somebody
His,
calling me out.
Oh,
that's Mrs. She letting us know. His ass
but
nasty. Woo!
he said that he said he was just sitting at the bar. He said he was talking to this guy. They were drinking and just talking. He saying this girl just walked up to the guy, spun the dude around, and just gave him a blowjob right there. And I'm just sitting there saying,
Well, damn.
okay. I mean, hey,
Because I should have been like, okay. I'd have been
Houston,
shocked at
Houston
first.
have a bunch of swing clubs in here. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
listen,
Yeah.
they had a swingers convention in New Orleans in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh
Okay. And
Oh
yes,
no.
yes.
no,
In
Now
the
you
they
middle of
did
the
couldn't do
not.
nothing
pandemic, that's
else.
crazy.
You couldn't do nothing else. You couldn't go
Baby,
out
No,
to
ain't
ain't
eat.
no
nobody
You
trying
couldn't
to
do
pandemic.
catch
nothing else.
corona
But they
for
had a
no
whole swingers
ass.
convention. Like,
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ralph said change the subject.
Like,
So
give me a
let's
little
talk
sex, give
about
me a little virus, I'm good.
hey, I guess that was all right.
let's
I
talk
guess they
about
were. I guess they were.
I
how
mean,
did
what you
your
gonna wear a
sex
mask? I
scenes.
mean, what else?
That's what I'm gonna do. Let's
Mask and
talk about
condoms.
your hush your sex scenes. How did you come at your sex scenes? Is it more personal experiences or was it a little bit more research? All right, who we lost?
Now you getting in them people business.
Wait, who?
I lost.
And now,
I lost
now
Selena.
Selena, yeah.
You talking to
Why
me?
you getting in them people business like that?
Yeah, me. Listen, I can go watch. So yeah, I'm talking to y'all, but we can start with
What you know?
Ralph.
Nah, I mean, it's a mixture for me. Some experience, some just
Fantasy.
imagination, some is imagination, and some it's like literally like as I'm writing, I'm trying to picture myself doing like, okay, if I'm doing it this, I'm just trying to make sure
Yeah, because y'all
physically
have
can
had
we
us
really
in some
do that?
positions trying to figure shit out, and like my guys
Exactly.
just don't work like that. And I'm like,
Exactly.
And listen, I
Exactly.
like realistic stuff too. Because some of the stuff they be writing in these books, and you go to reading it and you trying to picture, and I be like,
right, like
how you had
I gotta
yourself
break this
like,
down. And
you know, right.
Yeah, it is. It is like you're trying to. Yeah, it's basically like trying to figure it all
Like
out
you,
to make it
you
Exactly.
make it
how you did that
to make
without
it
rope.
seem
That's what I be wondering. How you do that
without
He
without
rope.
said,
rope?
"How you do that without
Yeah.
rope?"
listen, don't be getting into my man business, Ezra. Alea, you tell us.
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah, I knew it was gonna
Aaliyah.
happen. Aaliyah, I knew it was gonna happen just
Allegra
one
be
time.
clowning. Don't
Talk to
do
me,
it at
sis.
new cousin.
She already know, and she frozen. See, God don't like ugly. Talk to us.
Oh,
How did you? Cause your
I'm back.
sex scene,
I'm back.
your sex scene got wild. Tell us about. Cause let me tell you something. There was some moments when I wanted oh boy to choke your girl while they was having sex, just so he could take her out. But tell me, what inspired your sex scene?
Oh, you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, um, nothing inspired it. I only have two, so I kind of just pulled them out of, I don't know. I just made them up as I went along, but I don't have like a lot of sex scenes for me to
And you don't,
do a lot of
you don't.
research.
But and that just lets you know how fire yours is because it's
Right.
like the fact that it was
Okay,
limited sex. Yes,
I'm
it was.
I'm reading Prince's response.
Girl, you see that, huh?
Yes.
When I tell you that is
Okay.
some real talent, because you didn't have to pull your readers in with that. You pulled them
Ralph,
in
you all
on a
right,
whole
Ralph?
different
I'm fine. I'm reading it.
You all right?
direction.
Sorry, he distracted us. He distracted us with that. Sorry.
You was talking, and I was like,
Yes,
Oh
sorry.
God.
Exactly. Sorry.
That ain't no dick I would want. Telling you now.
Oh,
Oh.
200 of millions. Hi. Talk to
Yo,
us about.
Oh,
yo,
Talk to
sir.
us about.
Diana. Do we need to go to a separate room? Do we need to go to a separate room? Pick up your phone.
wow.
Pick up your
Wow.
phone.
"Pick up the phone."
Oh my God. I'm oh my goodness. I better okay. All right.
Girl.
I'm
Oh Lord help us.
not bad.
Oh, I need a drink.
I'm just saying.
Let me tell y'all
Man.
You
this
don't
why
work that on me.
Okay.
this is why I this is why I don't let her drink while we talk.
Water only.
That ain't no shit.
Oh,
And it just came out. There ain't no dick on.
look, I gotta turn my camera off. Hold on.
Mm-mm.
Are y'all ready?
Oh my goodness.
Selena, you're
Yes.
back.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, you can go
Yes,
ahead.
I'm back. My
Yes.
drunk ass back.
I know you
Baby, y'all
couldn't
done
wait to
got
drop
me
that baby so you
wasted.
could drink, huh?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Oh
Selena,
my
tell us
God.
what inspired your
Wow.
sex scenes? How did you arrive at them? Is yours mostly experience or is it a lot of research and imagination?
Nah, man, my shit is personal.
Wow, y'all
Oh,
heard that?
okay.
Now that's
Okay.
good.
All right.
Personal.
Shit,
Okay.
let me see. I gotta try some of them positions. So listen, that now sister's a little thin. I got, my thighs whooped. Let me
Girl, pushing for the pushing. Don't worry about it. Pushing for the
Yes.
pushing.
Exactly.
girl, come on, size talk because you told us that you too, right? From a little bit of personal experience, you mentioned you told your boy he probably find himself up in there. So talk to
Soldier
us.
boy. Well, you said
No,
soldier.
no, 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 no. Not Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, not Soldier Boy.
Look, that our accent heavy.
It's
I
that
told
it's
y'all
that
I
New
was
Orleans it's
drunk.
that New Orleans accent.
That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Y'all be
She
talking
said
too
you
fast.
told your boy. Yeah.
She thought she said Soldier Boy.
No, I said your boy.
Okay,
Yeah,
No,
okay,
she
no,
my
yeah.
thought.
bad.
Yeah.
No,
My
no,
bad.
definitely. It's like, yeah, it's definitely a mixture of personal experience because I'll take a moment and say I could use this or try to use it and take it from there. It's some imagination oftentimes it's the places, but pretty much I've definitely done it in different places that I've, been outside, the different things that you might see in my, like I did in the elevator before, just different things I write in my stories, but, and then some is
Go ahead,
imagination.
girl.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Me too.
As
No.
am I. As
See,
am
I'm
I.
intrigued.
and this is why I have to keep my face hidden. This is why I have to
I'm
keep my
Yes.
not
face
mad.
hidden.
I'm
I'm
not
all
mad.
ears if you ever want to tell
Because
that
because
elevator story.
most people don't. Yeah, I actually had a threesome with two men. So it's stuff I gotta can't let everybody
Oh
know.
shit, girl.
You spicy.
Go
I
ahead,
like
G.
Yes.
And I realize I'm
Yes.
talking a
Yes.
little too loud.
He's
Oh my goodness, I
adventurous.
realize I'm talking too
He's
loud. My family
adventurous.
is not as far.
When
Hmm?
He's
dinner.
adventurous.
Yes.
I'm
Whoop, whoop.
loving it. Tell us more.
Not the
Well,
streetcar tie. I mean, I'm saying
Ralph,
not the
look,
streetcar.
Ralph
Now,
don't want to
I
hear no
wanted to
more.
do the streetcar. I didn't do the streetcar.
Ralph don't
Ooh.
want to hear no more.
I'm talking a little loud though. I don't lower my voice.
Listen.
It's like,
Look, I'm about to do an exclusive. I've done the Superdome. But anyway, Winter.
Wait, we ain't gonna speed bump past the Superdome. Superdome. We just gonna fly past the Superdome.
We'll
A
come
big
back.
old building.
Listen, my husband and I were creative. It was necessary. Whoop.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was necessary.
Uh,
Winter.
For me, most of mine, like Ty, is experience. I think my freshman year college, I met this guy who worked at a sex store, and let's just say I got turned out. That happened. Um,
50
but
Shades
most
of
of it
Black.
is experience. Usually when I write a scene, though, I kind of write how the vibe, like what my heroine needs at the moment, what my hero needs at the moment. Like if they need some of that
mm-hmm.
like mushy, lovey sex, then I'll give them that. But if they just got into it, whatever, and they need that makeup sex, yeah, we slamming backs against the wall. We getting it cracking. Like, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
I write what the scene needs, like what I feel like
Exactly.
that scene needs.
Read the room.
Exactly.
Read the room.
Right.
Nah, nah. You gotta know your audience. Even though I'm a fan of giving your audience what they need, but what your character needs.
Yeah.
Like some of these characters I read and I be like, like the song, you need some dick, you need some dick. I'm like, oh, for real, for real. Everybody need a
Oh
little bit,
Lord.
cause like you gotta calm down. Like, and it looked like as soon as they get a little bit. Listen, perfect example. Princess was so chill after she got another chance in on that bone. She really did. She was so chill. She wasn't acting crazy like talking about it. It calmed her down.
That was a little
Yeah.
medication
I
for him.
agree. Remember Canary and Lennon? Canary was like, I could tell when the nigga ain't getting no pussy.
Girl,
So
ooh, she called
right?
him out too. She called
Remember?
him out.
She called him out.
Girl, if he would have called her bald head one more time, I would have passed out.
Oh Lord.
That's
Listen,
how he walked up to her. What you doing out here, bald head? And I'm
listen.
like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you now. It's Kim, you make me sick. But I just find that just enough. Sometimes if we doing too much, I will tell you this. The word bitch in a derogatory way can turn me off in reading sometimes, and it's like,
Mm.
it better be meant, like with girlfriends sometimes they do that, or like this, but not in a sense to belittle, right? So I'm like totally into it all. Love the choking, love the all the
Love, love,
different
love.
love, love,
Love, love,
love.
Yeah.
love.
Yes. BDSM, that's been popular amongst the readers as well. So yeah, it's been a little bit of everything. And what I'm finding is readers are getting authors are getting a lot more creative with it. So as we are approaching this hour, I want you guys to share some things with us that you want your readers to know. Preferably, what should we expect next, and maybe a little timeline. So, Aaliyah, with you being at the top, I didn't say your name right. I'm gonna get it right though. I just caught it. Aaliyah, with you being at the top.
Aaliyah.
No,
That's
no, no,
Oh, it's
no.
Aaliyah.
You
Aaliyah.
said it
You
right
didn't
Aaliyah.
say it right.
first
It's Aaliyah.
Well, there you have it. So I would fuck this
Oh
up.
time. She
Lord.
gonna write your ass in her book. You gonna be princess next victim.
Not before Kim shit.
Um, what to expect? I don't know how to answer that, but my timeline is near again. I'm gonna say that one more time.
Near,
Uh,
near.
Uh-huh. Near,
near.
near. Uh-huh.
What to expect?
Do
Expect the
you plan
unexpected.
to step away from Princess and creating some new characters soon?
Oh yeah, absolutely. After book 3, that's it. I'm done with them.
Mm.
So
Mm.
even if Princess does not die, she will be in
Oh.
another book.
Aaliyah,
She,
Oh.
Aaliyah.
I actually have a bullet with her name on it, or some rope. Either one
Oh
will
God.
work.
We'll kill ourselves. Don't worry about it. We're gonna kill ourselves.
Okay, I gotta read about Princess. Princess got y'all mad.
Yes.
no, listen. It didn't even. What she did wasn't that bad. For them to react this way, it's uncalled for.
Wait,
So
she beat somebody up with a bat. What? Huh? You tried
listen,
to kill that girl with a baseball bat.
she said she didn't mean it.
You didn't
So
read that part?
Oh, she didn't
You
mean it. She
look,
didn't
you
mean it.
It
you
was
didn't
an
read that
accident.
part?
Shantae,
It was an accident.
No,
Oh hell no!
She
Shantae
was in the
wants to
way.
know, and I think that's a great question. Shantae, after Princess, what are you doing?
I family that I've started working on already that I want to
Okay.
share, and that's all I can say
Awesome. I'll be in
about
a
them.
reset. And you can always hit me in my inbox. Hi, what about you? And I see that you have a release that's coming out this Friday or May 1st.
Yep. No, it's coming out Friday. It's coming out this Friday. The other side of the
Okay.
game. It's a brand new baseball series. I started out, writing about a football player, then a basketball player. So now it's a whole baseball team. I'm actually writing it with another indie writer, Cassie Verano. So it's the first of the series. I'm actually writing a lot this year because this is like my make it or break it year. So I'm really working crazy hard. And I got another
Hey.
one. And it's a very sexy book. He's from New Orleans. The player is a major league player that's from New Orleans, from the streets of New Orleans, who end up going to the big league. So
Do he
again,
have gold teeth?
um, hmm?
Do he have gold teeth?
No, he doesn't have gold teeth.
Oh shit. That girl, she
One of them gold
loves.
things.
She
Yeah.
loves some
No gold
gold
teeth.
teeth.
Look, I'm gonna be. I mean, I guess I have to write a character like that because I personally don't like gold teeth. I really don't. So that's why it's hard for me to to include that in my male characters. But I got to think about people who might like the gold teeth. And
Yeah.
then in May, I have One Night Pass, when which a woman gets revenge because her boyfriend, fiance had cheated on her. Now she wants revenge before they get married and wants to have a one night pass with a man and to even a score. Got that coming out in May. And then for those who follow me, I have the Summer Storm in June, and then Unforgettable Night in August. So yeah, this is a very, very busy year
So you're a
You
full
have a
time
me.
writer
lot.
then.
Girl, you
Yeah,
humble.
you
I'm
have a
about to say
Yeah,
you're a
lot.
no, but
full
this
time
is my make it or break it
writer.
year. Like
That's
literally,
what's up.
You
I
gonna
haven't
make
worked as much to make it. That's what I'm. That's and it's like if it doesn't happen this year, then I'm gonna definitely go back to 2 or 3 a year and pick up
Oh,
my
Respect.
my other job.
that's
So we'll
what's
see.
up.
We'll see. We'll see.
And I'm gonna take
Look,
Prince's response. What he says to expect from him is his autobiography, The Redemption Chronicles, which shall be released on his birthday in October. Yes, I'm a Libra.
And
Okay.
Kim wants to know, Prince, will all 200 of the women be in it? That's what Kim wants to know.
that's a good question. That's a good question. You said your autobiography.
Oh Lord.
Long
Listen,
ass book.
I'm gonna need some names then because we're gonna have to verify.
Right.
Gonna be a long ass book.
Like they tell us, this is what they tell us at work: trust but verify.
Okay,
Yeah.
but verify. Ralph, talk to us.
Um, I got what in probably July. I'm gonna release a new book, Levi's Labyrinth. That's about a character that's in Decisions 2 that everybody fell in love with. So I did
Okay.
like a whole origin story on that character. And then in probably November, dropping Decisions 3. Um, working on some 2 other things right now in the process of uh trying to dibble and dabble in a little Winter's genre. Doing
Hey.
doing a horror, doing a black horror book. But all my stuff is based out of New Orleans. So everything, the horror book is actually going to be involving Marie Laveau. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah,
Now
I've been saying I
you
want
know
to do
that's
Oh.
something
our
like that too. That's cool.
that's our
Uh-huh.
kinfolk, right?
Whoa.
What?
That's our kinfolk on my mom's side.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
you're my mom dad's side,
Yeah.
and my mom's side married the daughter Marie Laveau. She married our cousin.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Ooh,
All right.
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah,
dibble
Fuck
and
around,
dabble
get a
into
rook
that.
put on you.
Yeah.
yes, 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 for real.
Yeah. Then we have Winter. Selena.
Let's see.
I don't know where
May
Selena is.
1st, I have series
Selena better get back here.
inquiries only coming.
On May 1st?
I'm sorry, did y'all hear me? May
Yes,
Yeah,
1st,
you
yes, I
said May
have
1st?
series.
that cover was
Yep.
fire.
Thank you, thank you. Sis owns like a online store in the marketplace like Facebook. She
Okay.
go make a delivery, and let's just say she end up with a baby, a husband, and all kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
y'all
She
know my
coming on the
writing, y'all
full
know what I do,
package.
but
So she was doing a
y'all pick.
delivery or a pickup?
She
Yeah.
was going to drop it off. They
It
made
was
the
a drop
purchase.
off.
She was going to drop it off, but she had no idea what she was walking into. That's May. June, I have Her Lapse in Judgment. This one is a little bit softer than the suspense I normally do. It still has suspense, trust and believe me when I tell you that. She's just a little bit more. She's a little bit on the soft side. Like this is her first time having jury duty, and let's just say she's on this big, high-profile court case, and the jurors, like along with her, they just start dying around her. So there's that.
Oh damn.
And
Lord.
then in July I have a three it's a collection. It's three short stories, and each story is completely different. And you see these women in three different environments, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's romance, it's suspense, it's sexy, it's thrilling, it's all that in one. So I got them all lined up May, June, July. So that's how that's gonna go. Starting in August, August will be all re-releases for me. So from August to December, everything else will be re-releases.
Yeah. I have been really enjoying those. those covers. I'm like, they are beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
You do them yourself?
Selena. Yeah, that's
No,
what's
I
up.
have a cover designer. You know what? I use several different people. A lot of people think like I just work with one person, but actually I don't. I have like a good 4 or 5 cover designers that I use. I go on their site, look at some, I only use ones that have good quality though. Like I'm not putting no trash out. Like not at all. I don't buy
Please and
just from
thank you.
anybody. So I have a good 4 or 5 that I look. They got something, I purchase. If not, I just move on to I wait and see if they got something else.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Selena
So
is good for just flipping stuff in there. She moves like she's like, one of those ninjas that, be moving without nobody. We had no idea. Sis was just whoop. And Brianna could tell you, then she had the nerve to come out with a doggone series. Talk to us, sis.
Yep.
Talk to us. What can we expect from you?
Oh, well, I have right now I just released Life as a Hustler's Wife. I released it yesterday actually.
oh,
And
happy
then
release
I
day.
have The Day Love Stop Being in Love. I mean, oh Lord, excuse me, y'all, I'm drunk. The
I,
Day
you,
Love
you looking
Stop
at
Being in Love. Part two.
You
Part
writing
Your
part
eyes
two
low,
today?
low.
Man, I'm drunk as I don't know what
man,
messing with
Mr.
y'all.
Sylvia about to have him a ball when he get home.
Man, a ball. I'm trying to stay focused.
That's what she's
But
thinking
yeah,
about.
boy, I'm drunk, man. I can't even remember what we talking about. What we talking about? Okay, y'all. So yeah, that's what I got coming out.
Oh
Yes,
snap!
Lord.
Come on, T, let's go. You telling us what we got to look forward to. You releasing a series.
Okay, yeah. So I released A Hustler's Wife yesterday, so I'm gonna be releasing part two probably at the end of May. And then I also have part two, The Day Love Stop Been Enough with my co-author, Asia Carnish. And so we'll be releasing probably next month as well.
Okay.
And right now, that's all I got cooking. That's
Oh,
about it.
that's what's up. So you writing full time as well?
No, I work during the day and then I write on the side. So that's why I can't be writing like that, man. Y'all be wanting 300-page books and stuff. I gotta work. I gotta feed my kids, and then I gotta write on
Right,
the side.
And you got to take
right.
care of Mister.
Hey,
Exactly.
mother, wife, all it.
Gone, girl, gone. I see it.
Good.
Yep.
Y'all doing a good job of juggling all of
Thank
those.
You
you.
really are. Y'all really are.
Yeah.
Y'all are really, really, really awesome. We want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Yeah, Tara, you got the word, girl. You know your friend be lost, stealth moving. um, and so Brianna, you got your answer. She said part two coming in Mayish.
Yeah,
That's what you said, right?
Mayish.
Mayish. Yeah, I got
Mayish.
to jump into that.
Mhm.
But I
Yes.
want to thank you guys for joining us. I had a great time tonight. I hope y'all
Me
enjoyed
too.
yourselves.
I did
Um,
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, most
Yes.
definitely.
Y'all got me
I
admitting
I
had
stuff
a good
most
time.
people don't even know. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I am
Big time, big
so
time.
grateful that y'all
Let me make
decided
y'all
to
laugh
join us.
real quick. Remember I told y'all I was about to text somebody that was gonna know about the sex club?
Yeah.
The response, I said, I know you know. Isn't there a sex club in the quarters? That motherfucker said, gay or straight.
What is it
Oh,
call?
oh. You say
No,
gay or
Why he
straight? Like
know?
which one you
Like,
want? You like which one you
gay or
want?
straight.
No,
Which one you want?
he got all of
Did we get a name?
look at
I'm
her.
about
it.
to. I'm replying.
Listen, that might be an exclusive release.
Well,
Just saying. Ty,
Well,
I'm gonna need that mask, okay?
Yes, I got
look,
to give you a
my husband
mask.
might be in there. What I told you today. If my next husband don't choke me, he ain't for me.
uh,
Ah,
Yeah.
I hear you.
Nah, and that part is so it's so important. But I want to thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Tahid. I'm sorry you weren't able to get your audio together to join us on the panel, but we appreciate you in the chat. Um, you guys are dynamic. Keep doing what you do. BSB is a platform for you guys to do just what you do. Share your work, promote others' work. But the part that we love and the reason why Winter was highlighted as a BSB spotlight is because of the energy she brings, those vibes she brings, and interacting with the readers. The readers love it.
I
Rev
got
look
it.
forward to those
I
two
love it.
sentences. Go ahead, drop it for us, Allegra.
Club Colette. I forgot. I remember it now. Club Colette.
Oh.
I'm gonna look him up.
Club Colette.
It's in.
Okay.
He says it's in the warehouse district.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop. That's Chapatulas.
Like how you spell it?
Yeah.
C O L L E
COLLETCTE.
T
C
T.
T T E.
Y'all spent
Wear your mask. Wear your mask.
I like the song.
Pull out the mask and the wig. It's
You like
in
him
the
a little
Tahid,
bit
what?
more
warehouse.
than a mask. That's funny. A little
Listen,
bit more than a
Tahid, you can
mask.
share that information on the post in BSB. But guys, thank you again for joining us. Thank y'all for y'all energy. We look forward to y'all coming back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please, please, please
Thank
share those
you.
catalogs with us, those releases. I'm looking forward to book two from several of y'all. But thank y'all again, and I've had a great time.
Y'all
Stay
don't
thank
hang
y'all
on.
up.
so
Y'all
much.
don't hang
Yeah.
up.
Thank
Y'all stay
you.
on. Good night, everybody.
Good
All
night,
right. Good
y'all. Thank
night.
y'all.